So this was history in the making. President Vladimir Putin of Russia going to Anchorage, Alaska for the 2025 Alaskan Summit to meet with President Trump to talk peace and to renew great relations with the United States on all sorts of fronts. He brought all sorts of business leaders with him. He brought his, obviously, all his heads of state, et cetera, et cetera. There were all sorts of good signs. I'm going to share with you some unbelievable footage of this, all the best highlights. So you, in case you missed what happened today, you don't have to go anywhere else. And then I'm going to play for you this amazing facial expression that Putin made and what caused that, what made him make that face. It was the most expressive I think I've ever seen. I'm going to show you the multiple angles so you get an idea of what's going on. It was really, I've never seen him that expressive. Also, Hillary Clinton, crooked Hillary Clinton, actually has something nice and positive to say about President Trump. I don't know. I'm going to share with you exactly what she said, too. But first, here is President Trump on Air Force One en route to Alaska, taking questions from reporters really quickly about his future meeting with President Putin. Watch this.
What will make a success of this summit today?
I can't tell you that. I don't know. It's there's nothing set in stone. I want certain things. I want to see a ceasefire. This is not to do with Europe. Europe's not telling me what to do. But they're going to be involved in the process, obviously, as will Zelensky. But I want to see a ceasefire rapidly. I don't know if it's going to be today, but I'm not going to be happy if it's not today. Everyone said it can't be today, but I'm just saying I want the killing to stop. I'm in this to stop the killing. You know, we're not putting up any money. We're making money. They're buying our weapons, and we're sending them to NATO, and NATO's sending us big, beautiful checks. But that I don't care about that. I care about it was a big factor when Biden spent $350 billion and got nothing. But what I do care about is they lost last week 7,011 people were lost, almost all soldiers. 36 people in a town which got hit by a missile, but over 7,000 soldiers. It's crazy.
Yeah, you could say that again. I don't understand how anybody could be rooting against peace. This has been an utter travesty caused by the previous administration. And I just thank our lucky stars that it's the art of the deal, the master negotiator, an innovator, somebody who has created and contributed so much to the American iconoclast legacy. And defied all odds and created a revolution in politics, just to name a few. Could you imagine if Kamala was meeting with Putin, which she probably wouldn't meet with him anyway because she's scared to death of anything and she's unqualified. Anyway, I wanted to share this too prior to their historic meeting. By the way, really quickly, this is the first time since even before the Tsarist era that a leader, president, or premier of Russia has visited Alaska ever. So this is really, really big. Here is President Putin making a stop on his way to America. I thought this was worth showing, where he stopped at Magadan to honor the U.S.-Soviet alliance from World War II. He laid flowers at the heroes of the ALSIB Memorial, which commemorates the brutal Arctic route where 8,000 U.S. aircraft were brought into the USSR. Check this out. I have to share this too because it just makes me so proud. These are two amazing Alaskan patriots who had this to say about Trump coming to Alaska to meet with Vladimir Putin. Check this out.
I feel honored that we could come down and support President Trump. There's several Ukrainians here that live in Alaska, and they're here to support him too. We love America. We love America.
How do you like the crowd?
Wonderful. Yeah, we're going to be able to go back to developing the resources that are locked in here. That's what we need for America.
And also about the summit today, what do you hope for? What do you hope they're going to achieve? Trump and Putin?
If I was Premier Putin, I'd do a deal because Trump ain't kidding. It's going to get bad for him if he does not make a deal.
Man, I just absolutely love that. If you didn't hear, one of the gentlemen there who, obviously was a senior said, I've been here a long time. We love America, and Trump is the best thing that ever happened to America. And I can tell you right now, God is great. Everything happens in its own time. Everything happens perfectly at the right time, at the right place. President Trump is the perfect commander in chief for our country at this moment in time. Again, we didn't dodge a bullet with Kamala. We dodged a nuke. That's a fact. Okay, here it is. Check out the historic moment when Vladimir Putin, President Putin, and President Trump, and just everything is designed and architected with precision, strategic vision, and impact, especially on President Trump's part, the way he walks, he stands, and wait till you see what flies overhead. I'm going to share that with you once they head to the podium. This is brilliant in the art of presentation, the art of communication, the art of prowess and impact. Watch. There you can see President Putin. They arrived at the same time. They unloaded from their planes. Here comes President Trump right there. You can see Putin has got kind of a little bit of a hurried gait, if you will. Trump is such a good guy, though, man. I mean, this guy's lied to Trump how many times? He's gone behind his back. He's really a sneaky SOB, this KGB Mickey Ficky Vladimir Putin. But Trump is such a good guy. Wait till what just flew overhead, but it is so powerful. Trump did this on purpose. This is impact, y'all. I'm telling you, for maximum effect. Okay, so I just thought that was so cool. And then watch this. I'm going to show you another angle of this video that Trump actually directed. Everything is done intentionally and deliberately. Trump has a B-2 stealth bomber fly overhead just as Putin and himself are walking to the apex of the podium. Check out this other angle right here. This is brilliant. Oh, I just love that. That is pure American badassery. I can just feel the radical left corporate woke media say, oh, that's showing off. I mean, I've even seen it online. I'm not just guessing here. That's what they're saying. Oh, he's showing off. Trump is showing. Why would you do that? Why would you try to intimidate? Why can't you just be? No, it's not. It's not. It's sending a very strong, powerful message. I mean business. You're not dealing with a vegetable in chief or a divider, traitor in chief in Obama. I'm the real deal. I love my country. I'm American. We don't F around. We're badass. I say what I mean. I do what I say, and I say what I mean. Period, point blank. And I'm not messing around. I love that so much. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Here's a clip right here, like when they're on the podium right here, right before they walk off. President Trump shakes hands. He gives him that power handshake. But then watch what a reporter asks Vladimir Putin. And I don't know if this is lost in translation, but this is worthy of sharing. Check this out right here.
Mr. Putin, did you underestimate Ukraine? President Putin, will you stop killing civilians? President Putin, how can the U.S. trust your word?
The reporter asks, will you stop killing civilians? That had to have been lost in translation. And he's like, I don't know, maybe. I don't know if he's responding to Trump there. I know there's a language barrier there. I'm not sure how much he understands English. Every interview that he's done, when he did that interview with Tucker, when he did that documentary with Oliver Stone, he always needed a translator. I'm sure he understands some, English, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Maybe he's not telling us everything, but that was really, really bizarre. Okay, wow. They get into the motorcade, the limo, Air Force Limo 1, whatever you want to call it. So after that B-2 flow over his head, this is what President Putin saw while riding with President Trump in the motorcade in Alaska. Nothing but pure U.S. American might. Watch. Look at that. This is what President Putin gets to see on his way to the summit. Look at all those F-18, F-15. Look at that beautiful row. Military helicopters, Black Hawks, you name it. I might not be identifying those correctly, but that is in his purview as he is headed towards the closed door meeting with President Trump. It is just absolutely beautiful. Tell me that is not absolutely gorgeous. Okay, here's the moment that Vladimir Putin makes. I'm going to show you two different angles. Here's the moment that Vladimir Putin makes probably one of the most expressive facial expressions I've ever seen him, which is, you saw it on the thumbnail here of this video. I'm going to show you two different angles. Here's the first one. It's sort of a long view or a mid-shot view, if you will. And it's going to become very crystal clear why he's making that expression. Check this out. Here's the first clip right here of the face seen around the world.
Just go up. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, press. 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 Let's go. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you, press.
Let's go.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you, press.
Okay, so there's a lot going on there. So there was obviously a moment where the press had opportunities to take some pictures. I don't know if they even had a chance to ask questions. But then you can see that the press manager for the White House is saying, "Hey, thank you, press." It's trying to get this sort of the entire press corps out of there because that was the time. And they start shouting and yelling questions at Putin, and he makes this face like, "What in the world is going on here? What is happening here?" And then he seems to almost want to communicate, I'm assuming, to maybe a Russian press network or a reporter or journalist or what have you. I don't know. But that face, here's another angle of it. So you can get another look at this, which I think is a close-up of Vladimir Putin's face. Watch this. It's just self-explanatory, but I want to talk about it in just a second. Watch.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Let's go. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you, press.
Let's go.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you.
Okay, so you can kind of see that it's obvious he's making that face going, because Trump's face even said it before. Like, my God, I can't believe how unruly and how despicable the mainstream media is. Because you can also get the sense of the chaos in that room. I'm going to play it one more time and just listen in on how, combative and just kind of untoward the press corps is. And I think it just catches him off surprise. But I'd love to get your thoughts on this too. And Trump's just making a face. I deal with this BS all the time. Watch this one more time.
Press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Let's go. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you, press.
Let's go.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you.
I've never seen him make a face like that. Have you? I don't know. It's crazy. Who knows what's really going on? And maybe I'll find out more information. That's just my kind of conjecture based on body language. But it appears to me he's making a face like, man, you mainstream media woke sons of bitches. You guys are disgusting and repulsive. And you know what, Mr. Putin? I agree with you, and I think most people here do too. If you agree, give me a yeah in the comments. Okay, something I never thought in a billion years would happen. Listen to what Hillary Clinton, crooked Hillary, Miss Email, Miss Russia collusion hoax coup co-conspirator Hillary Clinton. Listen to what she says about this meeting between Trump and Putin.
In fact, did you see that Hillary Clinton yesterday said that if you got this deal done and not capitulate to Putin, that she would nominate you for the Nobel Peace Prize?
If President Trump were the architect of that, I'd nominate him for a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, that was very nice. I may have to start liking her again.
I mean, how do you not love this guy? Never holds a grudge. Like I said, never, always willing to work. Could you imagine if we actually had these so-called elected officials called the Hippocrats, aka the Democrat? Could you imagine if they actually cared about Americans? Could you imagine if Madam Ghetto Crockett actually gave 1/10 of a molecule of interest in serving America as she does serving herself, in helping President Trump to make our country powerful, strong, economically viable, safe, and back on top the way it used to be? Could you imagine how much we could get done? We're working against enemies within. I think the reason that Hillary would say something like that is one reason. I think she's scared to death. I think all the stuff that Tulsi Gabbard, all the videos that if you haven't seen these videos, it's unbelievable. You have no idea what I'm talking about. You got to go check my channel and watch these videos on the bombshell after bombshell, which essentially summarized in one sentence is Hillary and Obama architected the biggest scandal in political history, an actual coup against President Trump in 2016 with Russia. I think she's scared to death. I think that's why she would say something like that. But I don't even want to focus on that. I love Trump's response. Oh, that's very nice. I might have to actually start liking her again. Not as much as I like Professor Nez, because he's a great guy, smart guy too, good-looking guy. I love Professor Nez. I love you too, Mr. President. But he's always so nice, forgiving, and open. He's like a spiritual teacher in a lot of ways too. You know, you can't live your life carrying grudges and carrying that poison within you, thinking it harms the other people, that negativity towards others, because it eats you. They're going on with their day. They don't even think about you. It's a beautiful kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too into it, but I just love that response. It's like, there's no meanness there. He is so hyperbolically focused on helping America that you just feel it in every gesture, every statement, every interview, etc. You just feel it. It permeates off him. And I love that. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think? Here's the question. Do you think that peace can be achieved? Do you think that relations between Russia and the United States can be mended and maybe brought back to a point in time where they were once really, really good before the divider-in-chief Obama destroyed our country? Let me know in the comments. I really want to hear from you. And by the way, all these people watch our show, the White House staff, Caroline Leavitt, everybody. I wouldn't be surprised if the Russian dignitaries watch this show, because our show spans the globe, which is why I love saying our American citizens and global citizens, because I respect and love you all. Let them know what you think. They read the comments. Let them know what you think in the comments down below. I can't wait to hear from you. I see you eyeing this one-of-a-kind made in the USA design that we have in our new shop. The link is in the pinned comment. If you want to get one of these, make a great gift too. The link's in the pinned comment as well as in the description. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here in case you missed them. Tap that thumbs up. Oh, also tap my face right there to subscribe and follow. It's absolutely free. And as always, may God bless you and God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.